Yo, we are back for another round of Brews and Views. Art, Justin, Cliff, interns. We are here. Another Saturday, August 29th.
Nice.
I remember the date. Nice.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
1 point for Art tonight.
Yeah. We got before we get it rolling here, we got one of our interns, Jay Sean. He's got the King Tom Beats. Check that out. He's also got a wrestling page. I don't know what a wrestling page is, but he's got one. What's it called again?
Jackson the Killer
Wrestling.
Jackson the Killer. He's got a name. He's I don't know what you do on it.
I react to wrestling stuff and
It's like that's one of my favorite type of joints to watch on YouTube is reaction videos.
Yeah.
So I will check it out. Probably not, but I will check it out. Yeah. Do you do anything over there? What do you do?
nothing.
Nothing. You sit Indian style. I'm sorry, Native American style. and flip chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of flipping the chicken.
Well, what do you do? Yeah, you just got a new job at a fast food restaurant. We won't say the name, but what do you do?
I'm just in charge of getting the chicken out.
You getting the chicken out? Okay. Not you don't clean it. Wash it. Do they clean it?
Yes.
There you go. I don't know. I ain't never worked
You
it.
prep it like any other chicken place.
Okay.
Do y'all have real chicken?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Very.
I'm counting on you to tell me all the ills and the whatever's going on in that place. Uncle Art need to know. I just need to know these things because whatever. But yeah. Also want to give a shout out to our podcast friends across the pond in England.
Yeah, they're in the UK.
In the UK called Beers and BS. We actually are going to be trying to do a little cross platform, or not cross platform, but trying to get on their podcast. We'll try to have them on ours. Work that out, a little networking.
Yeah.
But yeah, they talk about beer and BS like we do.
Yeah.
Except it's a British version.
Yeah, pretty much.
And a little whiter.
He's sitting a little whiter. Damn it.
What? Is it not?
It's just British.
Okay. Well, I think, Oh boy. I'm gonna stop.
They're our friends, Art.
Yes, they're our friends.
Just the white version of it. That's all I'm saying. But I like it. They chuckle me out. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I listen to their stuff. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so check them out. Beer and BS.
Beer and BS.
Beer and BS. Yeah. So also, before we get going, I want to say a big rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
You might know him as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Or Jackie Robinson.
James Brown.
Or James Brown.
Or Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall. And that guy that was in the Five Bloods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draft day.
He wasn't
He
draft
wasn't
day.
draft day. He wasn't draft day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Died of cancer, colon cancer at the age of 43. Actually diagnosed 4 years ago, and apparently it runs in his family. So it's one of those things. It's a sad thing.
It is.
We looked forward to seeing a lot of Chadwick Boseman going forward, but he was no longer with us. So we just have to keep him in our hearts and our minds and our prayer. Keep his family in your prayers. And also colon cancer for us 40-year-olds.
Yes.
Go get that shit checked out. I know I'm about to call on Monday and get that. I've been putting it off.
Me too.
But this is gonna make me give the call on Monday. And
I've been putting it off because of how they check for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, listen. A little digital anal is worth the rest of your life.
Thank you, Art.
I mean, let's be real. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They put you to sleep for it, so I mean, you got the night before you gotta drink like a gallon of this stuff to flush you out, which I'm not looking forward to. But I mean, this dude was only 43, and I'm 42. You're 42. You're 41. This is what you're supposed to do around that age, and then in about 10 years you're supposed to get that old prostate check too.
Yeah.
So just look out for. I mean, we're out here dodging COVID. and shit like that. So let's take care of stuff that we can control, or
Right.
for the most part, catch it early. You can pretty much get rid of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's very curable if you get it early. God damn, 4 years though he had that shit. You didn't even know. He put out some good movies within those 4 years. So you know, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Gonna miss you.
Yeah.
And then for all you people watching basketball in the '90s, rest in peace to Clifford Robinson.
Yeah.
Most of his career for the Blazers, then Phoenix Suns and Detroit Pistons, and I believe the Nets too. But he died at 53. Not sure of what.
Right.
But it's just, you know, I'm a basketball fan. I remember him. I used to root for him, especially the year they were playing the Bulls. I wanted big things from him. It didn't happen. Fuck Jordan. Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right, good.
At the time, I felt that way too.
Yeah, we all did.
I can't.
We all did.
I'm sorry. But yeah, rest in peace to Clifford Robinson. So yeah.
You know, Ludos.
Lute Olson.
Oh.
And,
Man, 2020 is a wild place, man.
Yeah. So shout out to Lute Olson. If y'all don't know, he coached the University of Arizona Wildcats basketball team, and actually had, for a good 10, 15 years, Arizona was that shit.
Yeah.
I think he won a national championship. Mike Bibby, Jason Terry, Miles Simon, and somebody else was on that team too. I can't remember, but yeah. So
And Steve Kerr went there.
Steve Kerr went there. Luke Walton went there. So yeah, Lute Olson. Rest in peace, Lute Olson. He was in the 80s, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, man, it's a wild year. People dying, but actually, I don't know if they were highlighting this shit, but people die every year. That's what it is.
Yeah, 2020 has
2020
been
is
rough.
a little rough. Yeah.
2020 has been rough.
All right. So first up, we had this past week. 2 weeks ago we had the DNC convention, and this past week we had the RNC.
Right.
And what's that?
Beer.
Oh,
The beer.
the beer. Oh shit! Before we get started, that's right. We're Brews and Views, and I am drinking the Lagunitas Hazy Wonder. It's a IPA from Lagunitas, Chicago, Illinois. This is actually very good. It's a light type of IPA with a citrus taste to it. Very delicious, and actually one of my favorite. I just had it yesterday for the first time, but it's moving to the top of the list. And so I will be frequently drinking this.
Gotcha.
Not on the show, but at in between shows is when we drink it.
Gotcha.
I love it a lot.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's what I got. Justin?
I have I think it's called Lef. Actually, it is called Lef. I just saw the pronunciation. I looked it up. It's called Lef. It's a premium beer from InBev, Belgium, which is basically Anheuser-Busch in Belgium.
Okay.
So they're the Belgian arm of Anheuser-Busch. It's 6% and it's actually pretty good. It's really good, actually.
So it's under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella, but just in Belgium.
Yeah.
We got you.
So, what you got there, Cliff?
Got a Devil's Backbone Gold Leaf. It's a golden lager. Pretty damn good. Not as strong as yours, but definitely tastes good.
Gotcha.
I've had it before. I recommend it. But anything golden, I'm gonna say drink it.
Yeah, I like golden ales myself.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Not to be confused with golden showers.
Important distinction.
Look,
Yes, it is.
if that's what you're into, that's what you're into.
It's pretty disgusting, right? Are you? I mean,
Is that a
I don't.
side story you want to tell?
Yeah, is there something you want to tell
I
us?
didn't say I was into it. I'm just saying that's what you're into. It's no judgment for me. People like some weird shit.
Okay. Well, yeah. We're gonna leave that alone.
But actually, that's one of the weirdest shit people like. I don't understand it. Never.
What was it? I didn't hear
Golden shower.
golden shower.
I'll explain it to you later, child. He doesn't know what that is.
Interesting. Okay, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I just think of it as a shower with gold.
Nah, just leave it alone.
Now what? The
Let it
golden
go.
shower.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Ew.
Let it go.
That's disgusting. I don't want that.
Just leave it alone. Just
Drink
leave,
water while you're at it.
All right.
just leave it alone.
You mean a wet shower?
No.
Oh.
See, I was about to say they call it something different.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll discuss it in the break.
Oh, I know what it is now.
All right. Anyway,
Back to what I was trying to, back to the RNC. Nikki Haley was one of the speakers. They had a lot of speakers. But Nikki Haley said something interesting. And Justin, if you want to read that, you can go ahead.
okay. She said it's now fashionable to say that America is racist, and that is a lie.
That's it.
That's the quote.
So the question is America racist? Is I guess the question we're about to delve into.
Yeah, I guess is that a lie? Is America a racist country?
Well, first up, Jeff.
What? Oh, my opinion? Yeah. Yes, America was founded on racism. Is it better than it was in 1700s? Better than it was in the 30s? Yes, but to say America isn't a racist country, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yep. Yep.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Yep.
And as we discussed off air, especially coming from somebody whose real name is Nimrata, but goes by Nikki.
So Nikki Haley's real name is Namrata.
Yeah. Her parents are Indian. Her parents are Indian. Not Native American, but Indian.
Yep.
And her real name is Nimrata. She goes by Nikki.
So if America wasn't racist, she wouldn't feel the need to change her name.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
She would go by Nimrata. But to be a politician from South Carolina, it probably behooves you to go by Nikki.
I would say it's probably necessary. Especially, yeah, I mean, it's a Republican,
Yes.
in South Carolina. I would
Yes.
say it's necessary.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna strike her down for that because I see the
Yeah.
to give me a bite.
You can't get elected as a Republican named Nimrata
No.
in South Carolina.
Once you get past that Mason-Dixon line, your name has to be a little more generic. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Cliff, anything?
Agreed.
Okay.
We are divided racially. They will use other terms in other ways, but it still is going to come back to a racial divide.
Could you? Oh, never mind. Not chomp so loud. That's okay. So I will say this.
the lovely and talented Maya.
Yeah. I will say this, that with a country so diverse as we are, and that we all see each other as different races, it's only natural for it to be racist. Not, and I'm take away what was it founded on. I'm talking about, that's a whole other. The foundation is racist, so it's going to be that.
Right.
But now everybody sees each other as a different race. So inherently, it's going to be racist.
Right.
Racism is not going to go away until we stop seeing each other as different races.
Right.
For one. For two, I gotta turn this down. This is in my ear. For two, to be honest, the laws of the country are not set up to be racist. The wording of them, the actual laws, it's the implementation. Thank you, Cliff.
Good job, Cliff.
Yeah, the implementation of them that is racist is a little more heavy geared towards stuff like racial profiling or maybe a judge giving a sentence the same crime. The sentence is a little more heavy on a black person than it is on a white person. But that's not saying that the country is set up racist. That's just saying the people in it are racist. You know what I'm saying? The Constitution, if you read it, it's not really now. I don't know what I don't know, at one point the 3/5 of a human being, was that in there?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was in there, but that's where we were considered.
Was considered.
That's how they set the electoral college.
Yes. But the actual structure of the Constitution, all that shit, it's not racist. It's the people in it that interpret and implement the laws of this country to make it racist. It doesn't have to be. It's just the people.
Well, yes, to an extent, because the laws written during Jim Crow in the Deep South.
Well, yes, it was written then, but still, that doesn't mean that. I'm saying now.
I got you.
Because you can, in 1800, you're going to interpret the law a little different than you're going to interpret it in 2020.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, if you interpret the right way, it's nothing racist about the law because it's taking everybody in consideration. It's the implementation, and it's more so on, like, I would say, like, say they tell a cop to go out and look for this such and such and such, but they also say you might want to racial profile these people, but the law doesn't say do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's the people that are saying do that. So it's the people that are making it racist. It's not the structure and the society. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And it's always going to be that way because, I mean, the people are the racist ones. Not,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, and this is also white people, black people.
Yeah,
Fucking Spanish is racist too. I mean, freaking Asians are more racist than anybody at some point. The motherfuckers are racist as shit.
Not all Asians are racist. All right?
Well, not all white people are racist.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, I know some Asian people and they're not racist at all.
I do too.
Right.
I know some Asian people that I don't know, but I walk in their store, them motherfuckers are racist as shit.
You mean the Koreans on the corner?
Hey.
The Korean store at the corner?
Motherfuckers racist as shit.
Hurry up and buy it. You go.
Yeah.
Nah, just let me stop.
No, but
Yeah, that was one.
No.
It was Menace to Society. That's where I got that from.
you put all these races in a melting pot called America. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's a racist country,
Yeah. Yeah.
and nobody has. I feel nobody has a monopoly on it because I know racist people of all cultures, and a lot of them like me. But I know outside of talking to me,
Right.
I know how they get down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They just like, you know what, you are okay. Rest of y'all niggas,
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, why it seems that Caucasians are always deemed as the racist, because there's some racist black people, like you said. There's some racist.
Because the media puts it out there.
Well, that wasn't what I was gonna say,
No.
but yeah, what I was gonna say was, it's historically they
for
have
sure.
been,
For sure.
and in the country right now, there's more of them.
Well, yes, there's more white people than that, of course.
Right.
So it's going to seem like they're more racist.
Exactly.
But statistically, if you do percentage per capita, I think everybody's probably all the same.
Well, I don't know the numbers on that, but yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's more of them, it always seems that they're, when you say racist, well, you're always, and what I'm saying is you can be racist in any color.
Yeah. And as long as we keep saying them or that group or those people, if we keep doing that, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It might be different after we're all gone and everybody's a little more brown and just it'll be a different world. But there's so much pain in history with our age group and back
Yes.
that it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
No, not in our age group. Not in our lifetime, probably.
No.
So
Sad.
maybe in their age group or their time or in your daughter's time.
Well, in my daughter's time, the machines will be running the world, so it's not gonna matter.
It's not necessarily true, but okay.
The machines are not going to be running the world. All right?
All right, I told you so here on August 29th, 2020. I'm just saying.
I mean, Cliff doesn't like that I have the Google Home in every room, so.
Y'all motherfuckers seen Terminator in the Matrix. I'm Just saying.
It's not gonna happen.
All right.
It's not.
You hope?
But yeah, it's not gonna happen. But in closing, I think that Nimrata was wrong.
Yeah.
I think she was making a point for, the base.
She was making a point for the base.
Yes.
That's what we're all doing.
Which is
Both sides.
But that's
exactly.
Which is what I hate about. So the first one was DNC joint, and then you go on Fox News or something like that, or listen to the radio, and it's like all they're doing is saying stuff to bump up the bass, and then you turn around a week later,
and it's the same
it's
thing.
the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So both of them just they're playing that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me,
I don't give a fuck.
because we talked about it last week, but I already know where I'm going. So
I'm writing myself in.
yeah, we already talked about that.
I'm gonna explore moving to Australia.
Hey, speaking of Australia, Manny Ramirez just struck a deal in Australia.
Yes, he did.
48 years old. Yeah. I didn't know I knew they had baseball, but
Some people just can't give it up.
So, but yeah,
so I guess I wanted to say something else, but I think I'm gonna save it for this. I'm gonna save it for the next one, and we'll be back in a little bit for another round of Brews and Views. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we are back. As we're watching a little NBA in the background, Lakers Blazers game 5. Let's sit here and talk about the NBA sit-in / boycott / lockout that happened on Wednesday. It was Wednesday, yeah.
I think it was. Wasn't it Wednesday?
It was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Wednesday evening.
Yeah, protesting the Jacob Blake shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin. First of all, I didn't know so many niggas live in Wisconsin. I didn't.
All right, first, let's get to this. Actually, Milwaukee, Wisconsin is actually like a black city.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, if you look it up, a lot of black people live in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin.
Why are they living in the cold?
I have no idea. I wouldn't live there, but they do.
Well, okay. So Milwaukee, but still, we're talking about Kenosha, and who knew? Apparently we know now. Same thing I felt about Minnesota when that shit was going to Minnesota. I'm like, damn, I thought Prince was the only black dude in Minnesota. But apparently, there's lots of them. Okay, I digress.
You've been educated.
But yeah, Jacob Blake got shot 7 times in the back, and no matter if he had a knife or a gun or whatever the fuck he could have had a bazooka. If you got shot 7 times in the back, you were not a threat.
All right.
But
can I say one thing on that?
yeah,
The question we gotta ask is, when did the police become judge, jury, and executioner?
when they got the badge.
But they're not supposed to be.
I'm just saying. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We get to the subject. We get to the subject.
I answered it.
You're not supposed to have to pull out your gun when it's 3-on-1.
Yeah. True. But all right.
We're gonna get back to that in a second.
Yeah.
So Milwaukee Bucks had a playoff game that day with Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Game whatever, and being from Wisconsin, they just did not feel comfortable taking the court representing Wisconsin.
Right.
And playing, which I get. But then everybody else followed suit in the NBA, and also the Milwaukee Brewers. And then after the Milwaukee Brewers said it, the whole Major League said we're not playing today. WNBA said we're not playing. Boom. Which I get. Don't know what they were trying to accomplish. Apparently they got some things accomplished.
Yeah.
Which was what?
The owners agreed to turn all the arenas into polling places and voting places, which is big because there's a big push to shut down voting places now. And they also formed a coalition.
Ooh, the old coalition.
Yeah.
For what?
For social justice change, yada. They got some of the own, but the thing is, they got the owners in
Reform,
it.
all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to get the owners in it, or it really ain't gonna do.
Got to get the billionaires in it.
Right.
You gotta have the white people in it.
And Michael Jordan, because he's one of the owners.
And Michael Jordan. But you know, I don't know initially. I understand Milwaukee's point of it, but when all the other teams and things started joining in, I don't know what they were. Because in my personal belief, I thought that a boycott or a sit-in or something is supposed to affect a certain entity, or you're supposed to be hurting somebody by not playing, and I didn't see that they're hurting anybody by not playing. I'm talking about not Milwaukee, so I understand Milwaukee's point. I'm just talking about everybody else.
Well, I think they got the owners, and I think that was what they were trying to get to.
That's what they were trying to do.
I think. I mean, I can't speak for the
I
players.
don't think they were trying to do that. I just don't. I think they were trying to. They were just trying to say, you know what? While all this shit's going on, or this shit keeps happening, I'm not gonna play. But I don't think they thought it through, because that nobody gives a fuck about the NBA. At least nobody really truly gives a fuck about the NBA. At least right now in this bubble.
Well, I think that's why I said I think they were trying to get to the owners, because to affect change in America, you first got to affect somebody's pocket. You got to make somebody uncomfortable. The owners have already lost money this year, and they get into the bubble, to make no mistake, to make money off of their TV contract.
Oh yeah, no question.
So if the games aren't played, the owner's going to lose more money.
So in that respect, the owners getting their pockets hurt means the billionaire owners going to put pressure on the other industries or part of the world to do something.
Right.
Is what their thinking is.
Yeah.
Well, it would happen that way, but that's a good plan.
I mean, judging by social media, there's a lot of people pissed off about it. I mean, about them not playing, and it's almost like they don't want these guys to have any kind of opinion. They just want them to
Shut up and dribble?
Pretty much. Just, you know, hey, go out there and entertain me.
Well, I do want to put this out there is we can't expect the shit to change overnight.
No.
Like it's actually ignorant to believe that it's going to change overnight, especially without anybody putting
It should.
Huh?
But it should.
Well, I don't know. Should it? We've been like this for how many thousands of years?
Well, it takes people to adjust themselves.
Well, theoretically, yes, but it also, every force of action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, true, but
it took years to get
It's
this way.
the riots and the looting and everything
right,
else.
because kind of like the NBA, what they were trying to do. You have to make people uncomfortable.
You do.
Because
Keep the pressure on.
yes, because when you're protesting and you protest for a day and you hold up signs and then you don't keep doing it, the people, you're not really going to change those people. But if they got to look at you every day protesting, now the ones they're upset about basketball because they decided they weren't going to play in protest.
Yeah. You got to keep the pressure on.
Yes. And so that's kind of what you got to do. You got to make people uncomfortable.
But I haven't heard anything with what are police precincts doing different around the nation? Because now this might sound, people might not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Police brutality is not a black issue. Because if it was a black issue, 50% of the motherfuckers dying wouldn't be white.
Well, hold on.
No. I'm about to get into the stats of it. It's more, I guess, a bigger percentage of black people are getting killed by
That's what I was getting ready to say.
But what I'm saying is, everybody's getting killed, except for Asians, because nobody arrests Asians for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. We need to dig into that stat. Is that true? It is true.
I don't know. I hadn't looked at that.
It is true.
I haven't looked that stat up.
Please look that up.
But for all the BLMs that are saying they want to defund the police, part of the reason this shit is happening, part of it's racist cops, but a big part of it is just not enough training. As we went to that step before, it takes more hours to be a barber than does to be a police officer.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at basketball in the background now. So in between games, are they just sitting at home? No, they're practicing. Why are they practicing? Because you got to keep your skills sharp.
Yeah.
And if you're not constantly practicing on de-escalating situations and shit like that, you can't be good at it.
Right.
And if you're not good at it, most of the time, for what it looks like in this last incident, it looked more like fear instead of, I don't know the guy's heart, but it looked like fear. And I'm not going to say, because another thing I'm going to say is, I'm sorry, but every time a black person gets shot by a white cop, doesn't mean that white cop is racist. A lot of times, it's fucking fear. And fear, if you're scared, what the fuck are you going to do?
True.
You gonna play that?
Then that goes back to what you said about the training.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because that fear, I mean, you can't have that fear. You have to have the ability.
You have to be
do your
trained.
job.
So that's what I'm not seeing. I haven't heard anything. Of course, you might not hear anything about it on the news, but I'm not hearing anything. What's changing within police departments and things like that?
Well, a lot of them are having more the body cameras, body microphones.
Fuck the cameras. I don't care about the footage.
That's just so you can be judged afterward.
I care
The
about...
problem is a lot of them turn the bitches off anyway.
Well, yeah.
And then a lot of them are starting to have review boards that are not police. They're citizen review boards and stuff like that.
But why? It shouldn't even get to that point is what I'm saying. Where's the training at? You should... I don't know, I forgot how many hours you said it was, but... From what I see, that after you get trained to be a cop, you just go out and be a cop, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's no practice.
You should be having psych evaluations and stuff.
Well, that's another thing.
Because mental health is a real
Defunding is not, and it's not because you need. Well, hold up.
Go ahead.
So I know in my job. So we have so many technicians. So in the company that I'm at. You get to this many technicians, you need this many managers or this many quality managers, something. So for this many cops in a district, you need this many psychologists or something.
Right.
And no matter, it shouldn't even just be a shooting. It should be with any type of thing. Anything. Actually, you should just be checking in with them
every so often. Yeah,
so often.
I agree with you.
So it's more than just being. People yell racism at the drop of a dime because it's so easy. But you gotta look, it's more than that. I swear it's more than that. And if you think about it, it's the psychological well-being. I'm not well-being, but it's
mental health.
The mental health of these people.
The thing is, you gotta, first of all, we all agree, I didn't say, I don't think you should be defunding police. You should be diverting their funds to training, mental health type stuff like that. I'm not necessarily saying to defund them. But when the people
don't want the police going.
No, you need police. But I think the racism thing that people say is because of 400 years, it's always police started as slave patrols.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be that way regardless.
And that's why you can't get rid of all the racism. You can't say it's never about
racism.
No, I'm not. What the fuck are y'all listening to? I ain't never say that shit.
No, we know you didn't say that. We know you didn't say that, dude.
No, I didn't say that. Of course it's racism.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is, it's not all racism is what I'm saying. A lot, it's just, it's bad training. It's not enough training because black cops kill people too.
Yeah,
and black cops kill black people. Does that mean they're racist? Black cops kill white people. Does that mean they're racist?
They could though.
I mean, it could be, but does that necessarily mean just because? That's the one thing I want to get away from in this world. If somebody does something to another race, it doesn't necessarily mean it's racist. It could be that this person just had a bad day, or you never know the reason. We should stop automatically jumping to that before we get all the facts and evidence.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
I was just clarifying that because of the history of this country.
Yes, I understand that. But also, the media is they're not helping. They're not helping things out either.
They never do.
They're not
doing that.
But That's the Blake shooting. To shoot somebody 7 times in the back. And I'm glad he survived. Yes, so far he's paralyzed. They said he may never walk again. But a lot of times with the police shootings, the person doesn't survive. So you only get the cop side of the story of somebody that was actually involved in the incident. The problem for them right now is that he's still alive. So the narrative that they've put out already, that's why I asked the question earlier, when did they become judge, jury, and executioner? Because they were like, well, he had a warrant for his arrest, he had a knife. Okay, your job is to arrest him. You let the judge decide what penalty he gets.
Well, that's what they...
You had ample opportunity to arrest him.
Right. Your job is not to...
That's what I was saying. The policy is set up, however, every individual's... I'm going to get into it in a second, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying too. It's not always racist, but it's just the...
You can't say it's never racist.
No, but
yeah.
The thing about all the stuff we're seeing, and this might be unpopular for some folks or hard for some folks to hear, but all the stuff we're seeing, anything we call an ill of the world, it's a spiritual battle being shown on a physical level on us, all of it, and you can put out all the policies you want, but the answer has to be spiritual within everybody's self. Policy only lays the groundwork of what you should do. It's you that makes a choice to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's lack. All the stuff that's going on, it's always been this way. It's lack of God.
I can see that. But yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? We can say we need to do this, we need to do that, but it's every individual that needs to change their own, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be the change you want to see in the world. That person over there has to be the change that they want to see. You know what I'm saying? But if you're living spiritually, you're not living for the world. Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's the part. That's. But while you're in the world, there are. I kind of get where you're going, but there are. No, but I'm for lack of a better term, rules and regulations. No, there are rules and regulations, but for it to be what we want it to be, or what the vision we see, how we want it to be great or better, it has to be fought on a spiritual level. I'm not going to dispute that, but you do have a lot of people who don't believe. Well, and I'm saying, so that's why it's never going to change. But you can't just sit back and say and do nothing because you. I didn't say do nothing. No, I'm just saying. I didn't say I didn't say do nothing. What I'm saying is, for us to be all happy and to want to see the things we want to see, the fight has to. But y'all know what I'm saying, man.
No, I got you. I got you.
Everybody doesn't want to see. Everybody doesn't want to see the same.
What I'm saying is this:
it's not going to change.
As long as there has been a belief in God, there has been earthly killings in His name.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
If you're going to go that route, and I get what you're saying, and I agree, but we're always going to have shootings, killings.
We're always going to have it
because you're going to have people. As long as there's a God, there's going to be killing in His name.
That's my point. Is what we want all. Because
some people feel they're right,
but it's always going to be that we're going to keep hoping and wishing things are going to change. But until everybody switches that mentality to. You know, what I believe was, you know, as far as my faith and spiritual belief, it's always going to be that way.
Yes.
So what do you do in the meantime?
I worry about myself and my family, and I do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, but...
And my faith will carry me through all the ills and the trials and tribulations of the world out there and all the racism and all that shit. I'm going to be okay. My family's going to be okay.
And I agree with you to that because, I look out for my family and stuff too. But... my point is, because I just had this conversation earlier. When your kids get older, they leave the house. There is the fear that you have of the uncontrollable.
Always.
Right.
Well,
Now you live your life right, but the fear you have of a cop pulling your child over, and because of the way they look,
well, for me,
that's a real fear.
I don't have that fear. I don't have that fear from. I know friends, black friends that have been pulled over, and they said they were scared. I've been pulled over not too long ago. I don't have that fear. I just don't.
I don't normally. I kind of read the situation. I've been pulled over.
No,
plenty of times.
it just does not, for me.
Yeah.
And I'm different, and I might be different, but I have no fear. I have no fear of being killed by the police whatsoever. Not even a smidgen. I have no fear.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. If you've ever been in that situation, because I have, it does fear. It is scary.
You know what I thought when I got pulled over by the police last time?
What?
How much is this ticket going to be?
All right.
That's what I was thinking.
But what I'm saying is, I got pulled over in North Carolina on my way back to school, and the fear was I wasn't gonna make it home.
And that's okay. And that's,
Because when he pulled me, and ironically, it was a black cop, but when he pulled me,
that don't mean nothing.
he didn't tell me why he pulled me. He didn't say you're doing this and doing this. He just started asking me a million questions about what I had in the car, why I had this in the car. And the fear in that situation is, this is the one that I ain't gonna walk away from. That's what I'm telling you, and that's a real fear.
Everybody's different.
Yes.
I'm just saying I didn't have that fear. And this is very recent. Now, if the cop walked to me with a spider on his shoulder, that made a little different. I'm fucking scared of petrified spiders. I'm more scared of petrified spiders than I am cops. Fuck cops. They don't scare me at all.
But
Definitely not gonna say you're wrong. I will say you're the exception and not the norm.
right.
I will say that.
There's exceptions to everything.
Yeah.
It is.
But
Yeah. And I mean,
my fear for myself, I have none. I have more fear for this right here. But for myself, I have no fear except for spiders. I don't know why. I can't get over it. I can't. I've tried. It's a real thing. Arachnophobia is real.
and bubblehead crickets.
As I've gotten older. But yeah. I just think that we're.
No, we gotta talk about that one off camera.
What, spiders? Hey.
No, just fear spiders, but not the police.
I don't fear the police.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we talk about that off camera.
Yeah, that's
But
I do. I'm just gonna say that. But
I'm the opposite because I don't fear spiders.
Yeah, I don't fear spiders, but I do fear. I do fear getting pulled over. And I have 2 kids that when they're driving, I do fear that they get pulled over.
My fear, that's different. Because for myself, it's just I don't have.
I have that fear too, but
my thing is if you train people, if you at least teach people the right stuff, it should help. I'm not saying it's gonna be like we ain't gonna know what to do when we get pulled over, but if you teach people the right stuff, they should be okay.
You hope.
You hope.
I'm just saying, everybody. I'm in no means do I say not strive for all this bullshit to end. I'm just saying it's not going to end until people switch that spiritual switch in their mind.
And you might be right.
Well, from what I read tells me that's what I'm right, and that's my faith. Now we can talk about faith and all that.
Yeah, I'm not here to knock what you're saying. Okay. I was just like,
no, because
you got to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Strive for it. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, don't expect much from it until get that light switch turned on.
I think that's where the disconnect is here, because we agree with feeling what you're saying, but because you say that until they get that spiritual part right, a lot of people aren't going to do that. So it's like you can't just say, oh well, it's never going to be right. You still got to strive for something.
That's what I'm saying. Strive for it.
Yeah.
Because sorry, Cliff, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But I think that was the NBA,
what they were trying to do,
they were trying
to strive for something.
Yes, they were trying to make a point, make the owners uncomfortable, because
they think it would trickle up.
Yeah, once you get billionaires uncomfortable and they start to change, people below them will change, because America's a capitalist country.
On a related note, that's what was it Kyrie and Dwight Howard were talking about.
Yeah.
Prior to the bubble, like they didn't want to, because they didn't want them to have that distraction again.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's better for them to be, because you see with the names on the back of the jerseys, the shit on the floor. If we didn't have that, it'd be a little more out of sight and out of mind, because this shit's every day.
Yeah.
Well, before every day.
Well, that's why I disagree a little bit, because the sports with that name, but we're still getting the news out there. What they're saying is like the way it was for these past few months when there was no sports. All they could talk about was all the killings and the George Floyds and what have you. Now you have a distraction. You have something else going on.
Well, I think he was wrong with it, because I think you could do both.
Think so?
Yeah, but constantly. Nothing here has taken my eye off the shit. You know what I'm saying? For me. I don't know for other people, but nothing here because none of this a few hours a day is taking my mind off of what the fuck is going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? That for me. Now, some people, it might distract them and take their
right.
It's a lot of people like that. I mean, I'm not one either, but it's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think for those people, then fuck them anyway.
But they're still here. We got to deal with them.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
I get you, but
if the game takes all the shit going on, if a game takes 3 games a night, takes it they mind off of it, then they ain't worth the air they breathe.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Yes, I said it.
You're entitled to say that.
Exactly.
Yes, I said it.
But those people are still around.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. I think we're out of this topic. We'll be back in a second. We're back. I'm feeling it pretty good. Actually, I'm double fisting now. Got this Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA. Stone Brewery is actually from California, but they just put one in downtown Richmond
Nice.
a couple years ago. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's IPA. It's a little malty, but I like it. And also got this Left Hand Brewing Milk Stout. I don't know where the fuck that's from, but
Left Hand Brewing Company?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second.
oh, hold up, Colorado.
Okay.
There it is on the label.
There you go.
My favorite is stouts anyway, but this is a little light for a stout. I don't know if there's no such thing as stout light, but this one tastes a little light.
Okay.
Not heavy. One of my favorites.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm double fisted.
Gotcha.
I thought something totally different when you said that.
Just
You're a
to
freak, nigga.
oh man.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking the Left Blonde.
What's up to the left?
I don't know. Oh yeah, you drinking Left Handed Brewery, and then the name of this joint is the Left.
It must be a stranger.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Side note, Oktoberfest is out. I saw it in Kroger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. That'll tie me over till Hardywood puts out my favorite beer of the year.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What you got, Cliff?
I think he's still drinking the gold leaf.
Yeah, still drinking the Gold Leaf and a Stella.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh.
Do we have a bonehead athlete of the week this week?
Well, not a bonehead athlete, just a bonehead organization.
Okay.
and that is the MLB, which I love baseball. I'm a baseball fan.
Okay.
This could be the whole segment.
Well, no, I'm trying to make it quick.
Okay.
But they got these baseball. They're weird. Baseball players are just weird. This whole shit's weird. They got this whole unwritten rule shit that they take seriously, like it's written down. I don't know why, but so Fernando Tatis, player for the San Diego Padres, a couple weeks ago. I think it's no more than 2 weeks ago. Hit a grand slam, but he hit the grand slam on the count was 3 balls, no strikes.
Okay.
And apparently, after the 6th inning, if you're up so many runs, if it's a 3-0 pitch,
You let it go?
you're supposed to let that pitch go, that next pitch go.
Yeah.
It's just an unwritten rule in baseball. But
Gotcha.
actually, a lot of these players have come out and saying, "Look, no, Fernando, you did the right thing. Fucking hit that shit." But what people were so upset because they're playing the Texas Rangers. They were so upset that the next batter, after he hit that grand slam, they threw at the next batter. Which one thing I do like about baseball is
They police themselves.
Yeah. It's in-house justice.
it's in-house justice. Whether I agree with that rule or not, I do like how they handle their shit, you know. And a lot of times, they throw at them, and these guys have so much control. Most of the time, they don't hit people. Sometimes they do. It depends on the infraction. But this ball went, you know, it was clearly behind them and shit. But they weren't policing themselves. But this unwritten rule shit, grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. The game is to win.
Yeah.
You play to win the game. I don't care what the score is, what the count is. I'm sorry. If it's 3-0, I know that pitch coming next is going to have to be a strike.
hittable.
Yeah, it's going to be hittable. So I'm going to hit that bitch out the park.
Yeah.
So shout out to Fernando Tatis. Fuck baseball and their unwritten rules. And yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, last year, 45. You know, Chester Cheetah,
Mm-hmm.
Limo Emo,
No. Geriatric toddler.
Geriatric Tyler, came out and said we got this thing called the Space Force, and a lot of people were clowning and all shit. For once, I was the guy that was in my own mind was saying, what took so long?
I was one of the ones clowning it for the record.
Yeah.
This is what do we need a space for?
Yeah, but I'm about to get into that. But I was saying, what the fuck took so long? So a couple weeks ago, the Department of Defense came out and they created this UFO task force. Because I don't know if y'all seen the videos. It's all over the internet. It's like Navy pilots or something flying around. They got the whatever cameras on the jets that they fly, showing these UFOs UFOs doesn't necessarily mean aliens. It's UFOs, unidentified flying objects. They don't know what it is, but it's moving kind of crazy. Nothing that we've seen before, at least, you know, that's not in a movie.
It's the Russians. But go ahead.
But so all that shit's going down, and so now the Department of Defense has put out the UFO task force, which my reaction was, you can't hide it no more. So that's just my reaction. So you know what I believe about aliens. Justin,
What?
believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Indifferent.
Yeah, I never really thought about it. I don't know. It's not something that I sit around and go, you know what? I bet you know. Although I do like Men in Black movies. So.
Yeah. Cliff?
Do I believe that we here on Earth are the only living beings out there? No.
Okay. Intern number 1?
No.
No.
No, he
Don't believe in aliens.
No.
Why not?
Just I understand what he said about the beings, but it's hard for me to picture, just for my religious belief and just for in general, that other beings are amongst us right now that aren't human.
Okay. Intern number 2.
There's aliens.
Waiting.
Ain't no way we're like this speck in the middle of the galaxy and there's no other beings there. There's no way that's a thing.
I am with you too. And I'm also going to tell you that I personally believe that they're mentioned in this religious text that you say that you are following. They're mentioned in there.
Where would that be at, Artie?
Well, first is Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Nephilim, which could some people say are fallen angels. I personally believe fallen angels are the aliens.
Okay.
But there's also when you see about chariots in the sky and all that type of shit, which is other books of the Bible, chariots, and that's what At that time, you can only describe what you're seeing in terms of that you know. You know what I'm saying? So chariots in the sky, all that shit. But I'm with this youngster over here is if what they say is true and all that shit is out there. This is galaxies, lots of galaxies, solar systems, all that shit. I don't believe we're the only thing here. And I believe they've already been here for a long time. Yes. Yes, I do.
Cool, as long as it's not like Independence Day.
Well, that's what the movies will have you believe, but I don't think it's like that at all. I think they're here working with. I think some might be a little hostile, but they need us. Why would you blow up a planet? It's like no, we don't go and take and blow up countries. We take over countries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if they are here, if they need our resources, like the movies say, But I, for one, can't wait till they show their face.
You won't see it because it's Men in Black and they'll flashy thing you.
Well, the Men in Black.
They'll flashy thing you. You won't
Memory
see
wipe,
it.
memory wipe.
Memory wipe, which I think is real. But Men in Black is actually real. That's a real thing. Not the
So
movie.
you're saying that there's a real organization
Yes, there is.
that shows up
Yes, there is.
that
Yes, there is. I will email you the footage, not the footage, but the literature.
okay.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So there's an actual organization that monitors
Yes.
extraterrestrials on Earth.
Yes, there is.
Do they give out green cards?
No. They don't even you.
No, I'm just saying if aliens are here and they're monitoring them, do they give out? It might not be green
I think
cards.
for the Earth it would be a blue card.
Yeah, maybe it's a blue card. No, I'm just saying.
No, they do not.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, and like, are there aliens here that are here illegally? Because I've seen all the Men in Black movies. So
Well,
Yeah. Bumblebee stayed hidden.
that's true. Bumblebee did stay hidden.
he was technically illegal though. But just like the illegals that we have here, he did good things for. He did good things for the country and the planet. So just because you're illegal, don't mean you're bad.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
But I think sooner or later, for them to have this UFO task force, I think they're about to say something, whether it's fake or not, real or not.
Right.
Something's about to go down as far as some weird shit. Who the fuck knows? It's a weird time.
It is. It is. It is.
Right
I was
now.
just wondering what was happening.
Well, I don't think it's Independence Day. I think it's more like in Men in Black. They're looking for information. They go into the little bodega, and they got the guy there. They shoot his head, and he shrinks down, and then shrinks back up. It grows back up.
Lower your weapon. No. Yeah.
Shit like that.
Okay, if you say so.
I hope. I want to see some shit.
So, do you really want to see some aliens?
Yeah. Why not?
What if they probe you?
Well, I'm about to go get probed for colon cancer. Pretty soon, something be primed.
But an alien probe might be worse.
It might be, but I think a good. Look, Cliff. There's 2 reasons I'm going to get checked for colon cancer.
I don't need. No, you good.
No, you need to know.
You good.
1 reason is to see if I have colon cancer or not. 2 is to get ready for the anal probing that the aliens do, because the UFO task force and the Space Force is real. So
I mean, evidently, they got rid of the pandemic response to create it. So
yeah. Yes. So I'm just getting ready. Just getting ready.
He said he's getting ready for the. Okay.
He said he's getting ready for the anal probe.
Getting ready for the anal probe, man. Apparently that's what they like to do.
Well, alien or not, ain't nobody showed him anything up my ass, so.
Well, you might not have control of that, son.
So are we gonna be flying from planet to planet like Star Wars?
We won't. We'll be dead. But eventually, yes. Like, I wouldn't doubt if there's already what you call the Galactic Federation type of thing going on.
Okay. So we're not part of it?
No, we are part of it. We don't know we're part of it.
Cliff? So when you
I got nothing. I got nothing.
So what I'm saying is, what's going on in the world, what they're telling us, you think that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I didn't say that.
Yes.
I didn't say that at all. Because,
It's quite possibly we're already a part of some shit that we don't know we're a part of. They're already, was it Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos? They're already trying to go to space. I mean, go to Mars. At least that's what we're seeing. Who knows if it might already been. They're already sending probes there. They might be already a Walmart on fucking Mars. You know what I'm saying?
a Walmart on Mars.
A Walmart and a Starbucks. That's all you need. If you got those 2 things.
If humans are there,
Yes.
those 2 things.
Those
are
are
there.
all you need.
They're there. I give you that one.
That's all we know. Look, listen.
Not good.
Elon Musk just sent a rocket to space, and the rocket came down and landed itself. When has that ever been done before? All the shit at least we've seen. You know what I'm saying? So it's quite possible they've already sent people there.
Well, if there's a Starbucks and a Walmart, there's definitely a McDonald's.
It's one of the 4 major fast foods there.
This is McDonald's.
But Starbucks,
Liquor store next.
well, ain't no niggas there yet, so they don't need niggas. This is white folks, so all I need is wine.
Well, we coming.
Box of wine.
Box of wine.
With it,
Puts me right out.
say Cedric and the Kings of Comedy. He said, well, we coming. Big house speakers on the wing of the airplane.
That's right. Oh, that's right. All wrong.
Spinners on the little plane wheels.
If you knew this planet was doomed and they were offering, because they're offering free rides to Mars, would you go?
What, if I knew this planet was doomed?
Yes.
Obviously, if I knew it was doomed.
But you don't know what you're gonna get at Mars. You're just gonna try it anyway.
I would have to chance it.
because you know what you're getting here.
Yeah, I would have to chance it. Now, if they were offering the choice to say you could either stay here or live on Mars, I'd probably stay here.
You know, might explore. Might be bored one weekend.
But I ain't gonna go live there. I might go on the weekend.
Oh, why not? You got your Starbucks, your Walmart,
All I need is Starbucks, Walmart for some deodorant, and an internet connection.
And an internet connection.
Yeah. I don't have
Steal Wi-Fi from Earth. They got
well, that's
satellites
what
up
I'm
there.
gonna do because I don't have a lot in my spank bank, so I need. I mean, you could be out on Mars. You're gonna need.
You might find a few Martian chicks.
Clearly, will be a 2-segment episode. episode.
I didn't put this one out. Y'all can do what you want with the audio as far as I put this shit out.
You know, you might have a Martian. Might have to see what that's about.
What's up? Hold up. What are the Fifth Element?
Yeah.
The chick that did the opera joint.
Yeah.
She was kind of hot. So if that's the type of thing that's going on, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah.
You dudes are hilarious.
Yeah. I may, you know.
We'd like to invite aliens as well to send us an email about topics or anything
Look.
we'd like to see discussed.
That is not what they do.
Yeah, that was
Was that considered
Hi,
racist?
Earthlings.
Was that racist what he just did?
No, it was speciesism.
specious.
Yeah,
I'm a big species.
He's a
I'm a
species.
big species.
Species.
Yeah.
It was not
I'm
racist.
a big species. Humans are clearly better than every other alien
You're
race.
species.
You, sir, are what's wrong with the galaxy.
Don't be a species.
Well, why else would there be a task force for UFOs?
My honest opinion? Because Chester Cheeto's crazy.
Who said it has anything to do with Chester Cheeto? Because he hasn't mentioned it.
Who commissioned it?
Right.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I just know the Department of Defense. Now, Chester Cheeto commissioned the Space Force, which is a branch. Apparently, it's a branch of the Air Force, or a
Well, because
section of the.
they got to go in the damn air. But to me, I was one of the people clowning him for a Space Force.
I was saying
That's one of the
It
many
took so
reasons
long.
I clown him.
that's the only reason I don't clown him. Y'all niggas gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
That was one
That's
of
the
the,
only thing I'm ever say that I told you so. That motherfucking spaceship shows up in the sky.
yeah, that's it.
If he leads, are you gonna follow? If he leads you, are you gonna follow?
Leads where?
If he leads you up there.
If he says we have to go to Mars,
Yeah.
are you following?
No, I'm an Earthling. I'm staying here. I go down with the ship.
Well, 45's clearly an alien, so
He's not an alien. He just has a bad tan.
45's an alien.
He's an alien.
So is Nancy Pelosi. That's a weird looking bitch. But a little weird looking chick. And also Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler's an alien?
Yeah, he's an alien. And apparently PJ Tucker. An idiot. But yeah, I can't look.
Oh, come on.
I can't wait to see, because I know it's coming. Y'all don't know it's coming. Y'all don't believe me, but it's coming.
Art is our resident alien.
Wait, we're gonna talk about it again. We'll get Mark out of here.
Yeah.
And Mark's got stats and data and all sorts of shit. So, yes, I just got hearsay. I just got hearsay. So we're gonna talk about that
That'll
shit.
be our entertainment.
Oh,
Yeah,
it'll be fucking awesome.
yeah. Because I'm having a good time right now. This is hilarious.
Joe Biden crime bill 1994.
Shout out to Mark.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh man, but yeah,
But yeah, so I think that's it.
yeah.
No. So this has been Brews and Views. Go out and get some of this craft beer that we drink. I suggest all of it because I'm drinking it, so I obviously like it. Cliff likes what he's drinking.
Yeah.
Just likes what he's drinking.
Yes, you do.
If I don't like it, I will tell you, don't drink it. But yeah, drink and think. That's all we're about. That's all you should do.
Yep.
So we'll be back in a couple weeks with some more topics. Email us, tweet at us, topics,
Whatever.
Instagram, wherever you can find us.
Yeah.
If you want us to talk about something, I will talk about any motherfucking thing. I don't care what it is.
Exactly.
I just talk about aliens. Just to show you, I will talk about anything.
Right.
So, yes, hit us up. we'll discuss it. Anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. So peace. See you in a couple weeks.
Peace.
Peace.